It's Friday. Saturday Night Live. It's MARKPIRES.
I was walking
and it's Real Talk.
Looking for another way.
He's my mind. And hell, my living. It's Real Talk. It's the daily variety show, MARKPIRES Real Talk. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on Saturday Night Live, people. And we're going to get into it. We just had a premiere of several songs back to back, just kind of comedy things we did yesterday, and then a bit of Tom Petty got in there. I actually had a plan that was going to be much better. It was going to have the Coldplay song I did and Tom Petty's song, plus the two comedy bits with Sweet Caroline, Sweet Sleep Sofa Joe. He's got Sweet Sofa Joe. We call him Sweet Sofa Joe. Look, sometimes we sing a song, it's called Sweet Sofa Joe. We're like, Sweet Sofa Joe. We're going to sing it again tonight, people. Liz, oh my goodness, guys. Look, it's never a competition, but if it was, then Liz would be the winner. I'm just saying, first one in the chat was Liz. But that is cool because I see Reiki Lady, Colleen, good to see you. Glynis, GP, how are you, my friend? Conspiracy Realist Mom is with us from the top. I love it. Mark J is here. Mark, we're going to get into it tonight. I hope you're excited, buddy, because we're going to sing the Family Jam again. And that thing's been getting hot. Cheryl from Texas, how are you? Jackie. And I'm so happy to see you guys here. Thank you guys for watching the clip that we put out today from Mark from Wages World. We are gathering together as a group here on the Real Talk program. Every single day I'm alive, we're putting on a show here from 2 to 6 hours. Probably more like 6 hours, because when you guys come on, I just keep going. And I'm going to play music for you all night. I'm going to drop face swaps for you all night. We're going to drop some inspirational moments, because all we do here is live in the moment. This is an unscripted show for the last 629 days in a row. That's right, people. 629 days. We're just getting started. So I'm so excited, guys. Please continue to spread the word, because you guys have brought me from 295 subscribers, and literally a week ago, we are now at 1.78K on YouTube. I love you all. We are connecting. We are building the light. Nothing can stop the light. And when we build it here, there's something about what we're doing here with music, comedy, and just moments. We're taking it somewhere, guys. And join me, because nothing can stop what we're starting. So with that in mind, I do have a clip here from Sir Trump that, you know, maybe it's episode 26. I don't know. But guys, I would love it if you could head over to DLive at some point tonight and subscribe over there. Sig is over there. As usual, Sig's getting over there for us from the beginning. He's trying to fill that treasure chest, because at the end, I'm going to open up the treasure chest. You guys get some. So if you go over there, we're trying to get over 200 on DLive, because I'm going to start posting videos over there. I don't know what else I could do with DLive yet, because I'm at like 60. What am I at, Sig? I don't even know. 63, something like that. So need your help to get over 200. Guys, we need this. This is how life is. Let me listen, just listen. Woohoo! Go woohoo! Right? There's nothing in this world like a woohoo. Nothing. I've never seen a woohoo that made me feel anything but like amazing. And that happened in the moment. Matt Zabrowski, never met him in my life. He's sitting in the studio when I got there to record that album. And he's like, what are we recording? Played that song for him. At the end of his track, he goes, what you just heard. The engineer tried to cut that. Can you believe that? The engineer, Brian, love you, buddy. He's sitting there. He's going through. He's trying to edit this album for me. And he's like, oh, snip. I go, excuse me. Thank goodness I was with him. Thank goodness I was with him. I go, excuse me, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm cutting that out. You don't want that in there. I said, what? I said, you can get rid of the album. Get rid of the album. I just want that woohoo. That woohoo makes this song. It's Saturday Night Live. It's MARKPIRES. Oh, that is Real Talk. Guys, it's the perfect intro to the show, and it's my song. How cool is that? I don't have to get clearance from anybody. I wrote this. This is me playing everything except for the piano and the drums.
Look how the open road affects us all.
So many perfect ways to spend your days. It hit me, yeah. There's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah. There's something to live for, yeah. Something to die for, yeah. Oh, I was walking down the road today, looking for another way, and to ease my mind and help my living, yeah. I look into the eyes of the passerby as I smile and roll on by.
No offense, that's just me living. So many perfect ways to spend your days in me. Whoa, something to live for. Something to die for, yeah.
Oh, guys, this song gets me every time. But hold on, it gets even better. Listen to all the arrangement here. Check this out. You're gonna like this part coming up. Check this out.
Amazing how often I forget the old days, lying in the field under the sun while the birds fly around and sing. There's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah. There's something to live for.
Gotta get it out. Check this out. All the horns. That's my guitar pedal.
Something to live for. I need something to die for. Oh, you give me more. Hey, so many perfect ways to spend your days. It hit me. Oh, wow, there's something to live for.
Give it to me one more time. Give it to me, Zabrowski. Why did you scream? Because that song rocks. That's why. Are you kidding me? Greatest song. That's number 4 on my album. You can check out the whole thing on Spotify. But that song is fire. Reminds me of like a Paul Simon tune. But I just love it. I love that tune. How are my friends, my family doing right now? Hashtag Real Talk Family Gathering. Saturday Night Live. Hammer and Jameson. Look, we're dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news tonight. I'm going to be dropping some Hammerlin for you later, so don't go anywhere, people. This is like a 4 to 6 hour stream. And it's like high energy the entire time. We're here to build the light and share it with you guys, and so you could go out and affect real change. Okay? If we start here, nothing can stop it if the momentum is us. Like, I'm getting into it already. Look at my armpits. I'm not playing around tonight. Oh, Ricky, you rock. Hold on. I got to go back and just talk to my people real quick, okay? Because I'm in the middle of the moment for you, okay? This is what I do. But I just want to say hi to everybody that I missed so far and just want to say how happy I am that we're together again. Cheryl, so happy you're with us tonight. Trisha is in the house. Did I miss Tom Petty and Sweet Sofa Joe? Look, Trisha, I'll take care of it again tonight. We're probably going to play it. We're probably going to play it twice, maybe 3 times, because Sleepy's going to forget each time. We have to remind him over and over. It's like where he needs to know where the kitchen is. He doesn't know. Who else is on with us? Let me say hi to everybody over here just so I can get back into a tune. Thank you, GP. I appreciate you, buddy. Liz, I'm so happy you're parked now and you are home. And what else do we have? Wolf is in the house. Nice, Wolf. Good to see you, buddy. Wolf, I'm waiting for some good stuff from Wolf. Raven's here with us. She's kicking it. And let me just get into... You guys are awesome. I can't read all the chat right now, but hopefully my new mods can go and just let you guys know how much I appreciate that you're here. Tad's in the house. Tad is also someone who can help you and just to let you know what we're doing here. But again, what we're trying to do here is connect as many people on this planet at one time. And I really have this feeling that if we can start with that, and the group is so big, we can just change, because just one person, if you have a really, really modest motto like mine, which is to affect a positive change one person at a time, it is very doable. It's very doable. So I want us to start here and we'll go. We'll figure it out. I have to shut this off, I think. Yeah, that thing's giving us some feedback. So we're going to get into some stuff tonight, guys. Oh, before we do, I have something from Donald Trump, don't I? Let's check it out. Look, every day, guys, on this show, there is a face swap from Donald Trump. Or it's a Donald Trump episode, but today, this is what we got. We might as well get into it before we go and we get into some more music. Here we go.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. Let's head to Donald Trump with an episode of Donald Trump Show.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me for another side episode of the Donald Trump Show. I couldn't have the time to edit an actual clip today because I was looking at how bumbling, I was looking at how bad Sleep Sofa Joe is as my competition. I mean, really? It's like the fox and the hound, really. Look, Sleep Sofa Joe has been working on the same crap record for like 74 years. How old is he now, anyway? He's older than me, right?
I left something in. This is funny.
Got my marbles. I could have a conversation with the public.
You guys get some outtakes here.
Look, I just wanted to let you know I couldn't get an episode together of the Donald Trump Show. It was too difficult. I had a lot going on today between rallies and, of course, Melania, too. So, unfortunately, no Trump Show for today, but tomorrow we'll be ripping apart the Sleep Sofa. We'll be transporting the futon. That's right, the Joey futon. We're going to put it from the formal living room and then into the incinerator. That's right, just like the real Sleep Sofa. So I've got to go now, Mark, but...
See, I realize it's not for me.
So I've got to go now, but I will see you tomorrow with the episode 26 of the Donald Trump Show. Have a good night.
So you guys got to see a little behind the curtain there, because that's how my edits look before I even get to cleaning it up. Where, guys, what are you doing over there? Here, a little extra. Let me clear that real quick. And I usually have it super clean, but that's the first time I've ever let me out. I'll tell you what, I did that while we were watching that 12-minute premiere of those couple tunes. That's how crazy I am these days, guys. I'm between working real estate and trying to find a way to make this content for you, but I still get it done. But I do have to figure out just making sure it doesn't affect my real estate business. And honestly, it's starting to, because I love being here with you guys. And I love, at the end of the day, I put the Trump Show on the shelf because people have no sense of humor. And I'm a realtor. I need to be able to work with everybody. I don't want someone not working with me because I do Trump or because... So I'm like, okay, I'll take it back a little. But then I'm like, it's such a good idea. The Donald Trump Show is the best. And everybody here, have you guys seen it? Have you guys all seen the Trump Show? I'm going to play you one Trump Show episode real quick before I play you a song, okay? And then I'm going to play you music for like a half hour, and then we'll play some more face swaps. I'll play you some more of the Trump Show, okay? But this is a great example. This is the first episode, and then from there we went nuts. But check this out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with the very first episode of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Look, I want to thank you for joining me on a brand new episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to be here every week delivering truth about
the Biden campaign because no one's telling you what's really going on. I'm going to pull back the curtain and you're going to see what Joe Biden is really up to. Here we go.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
Will somebody please alert Mr. Biden that truth and facts are the same thing? I think he's been watching too much fake news on CNN. Okay, what else do we have from this blubbering train wreck?
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a look, though, okay?
Now, first of all, who's the other Biden? Who is the other Biden? I'm wondering because if it's Hunter Biden, he'll be in jail. But if there's another Biden, perhaps he can actually complete a sentence. That Biden I'd like to hear from. Okay, let's see what else we've got.
Trust.
Like his strange hold on Defense Secretary Ash Carter's wife, Stephanie.
Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing this for years. He's a creeper. And we're going to put a stop to him.
I like the way your hair smells. Let me give you a little kiss here.
And can you believe? Look at how he's touching that little girl. Honestly, I'm a little worried about that little girl. Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing all kinds of racist things for years. I'm just going to show you a few of the clips. Take a look at this one, for example.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Look, I'm surprised you guys are fine with hearing Joe Biden say you need an Indian accent in order to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I've been to Dunkin' Donuts many times. I don't have an Indian accent. But let's continue on. I have a lot more to play for you. Now check out this clip, for example.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Racist Joe strikes again. Poor kids are just as talented and bright as white kids? What does that even mean? This is getting good, guys. What's next?
Play the radio. Make sure make sure you have the record player on at night.
Really, Joe? That's a good idea. We'll get the record player out. How about we go and actually light a fire and we do smoke signals? How about that? What do we have next from Sleep Sofa Joe?
Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
The question is, do you know the thing, Joe? Do you know the thing, Sleep Sofa Joe? The thing, Joe, is that we are all created equal. That's right. God is the creator of all, not Satan and your adrenochrome. Okay, let's get one more at least. How about one more?
I'm not going to be a mule. I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom.
Did Sleep Sofa Joe just say he has to go do a poop-a-doop? I think he said it right in front of his crowd. I would never say that right in front of my crowd. If I'm going to take a poop-a-doop, I'm doing it on my own time, not in front of people. I don't know. A little weird there. Look, let's give him a chance to redeem himself. One more, okay?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Wow. Really? Look, I'm not sure what else to say after watching that ridiculousness. But that's Sleep Sofa Joe. Are you going to vote for that guy? How about you? Look, if that's the case, this world's crazy.
All right, look, it's such a good show. Who wants to see the second episode? Do you want me to play songs, or do you want to see some more of that? It's ridiculous, right? Let's play one more, okay? And then if you want to see a third, we'll get... Number 3 is poison. Look, you can drink the poison. Don't eat any baked goods baked by Nancy Pelosi either, okay? When she feeds you, you end up dying. More than the CRONA virus. We can't say it because they censor me all the time. I don't know if they're censoring me for the 19 thing or if it's because of Trump. Really, I think it's because of Trumper. But listen, here's episode 2, guys. Pensy, what did you think of episode 2? Did you like it? Of course I did, Mr. President. Well, that's great, Mr. Hey, what about you? What do you think Bernie would have thought? Check the YouTubes. Look at the YouTubes. Gonna find it on YouTube. On the YouTubes. Do you guys see that? That guy's out of his freaking mind. Hold on, I gotta play you this just for a split second because you gotta see what else we do here. It's not just Trump show episodes. This is the type of stuff I've done here before. Check this mental case out. Here we go.
Well, I'm very upset. I was doing really well. Now I'm not doing well at all. Well, I think my Aunt Judy said it best. She said that I was the best candidate.
Did you always know that you'd be good at this?
But you know, I was thinking that I was very good when it was hot outside and when the sun was beaming down on my head. Oh, I would ask you, Joe, would you ever say that you would cut Medicare and Medicaid for all? Did you ever say that, Joe Biden? I would never do that. I would never cut Social Security ever. My Aunt Judy would never let me. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you listen to me, I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do. If you go to YouTube's, you ever tried to do it before? Of course not. Did you ever say that before? No. Check out the YouTubes, and you can find everything that Joe is talking and saying he didn't do. I've been doing it since 1947. I was the first guy to help. I was the last guy to help, and in between I helped as well. You just be honest. Would you ever be able to do that? I'll be the best hall monitor you'll ever find. I will be the best. I have the best base. All my people love me. I want to get Joe Biden in there. I won every single election. I don't even know how.
Oh, that's one of my favorite lines. I won every single election. I don't even know. My Aunt Judy told me. My Aunt Judy told me to come out and put my feet on the ground, and then that I had my white hair, my white hairy legs, and the kids would run their hands up and down my legs. I like it. I like it when the kids sit on my lap. I like that a lot. And I know a lot about roaches. What the hell is this freaking guy talking about? Look, my Aunt Judy. I think he calls his Aunt Judy for like everything. I almost said something. I don't know if you guys saw. I make all of these like little tags, these thumbnails for the YouTube videos. And I made one for the sleepy sleepover. I made this sleepover for Joe. You know, this was yesterday's bit. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I'm going to just show it to you quickly because I made a really cool thumbnail for it. I'll see if I can upload the thumbnail and show it to you afterwards while you watch this. But this was yesterday's bit. Check this out because I didn't get, just watch this.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. We head down to Donald Trump at his press conference for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump!
Thank you. Thank you for joining me on the next episode. Well, let me stop for a moment. I think what I'll do is tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the resurgence, really. We're going to bring the Donald Trump show out of retirement. Are you ready, people? We're going to rip apart the sleep sofa and find out what it's made of, really. It's probably made of like old cottage cheese or something, but we're going to find out, and we're going to see lots of clips of Joey Futon. Perhaps we could discuss some of the other things, some of the stupid Biden, I call them Bidenisms. I have a lot of Bidenisms I'm going to play for you. That's right, anytime Biden bumbles, he's really just a Bidenism. It's a bumbling Bidenism. So we're going to do that as well tomorrow in episode 26 of the Donald Trump show. And we're going to do it every day, really. But I had to put it on the shelf for at least a couple weeks until we realized how the sleep sofa is getting worse, really. The other day he was talking about lifting the teleprompter, like live. Couldn't get questions from a young girl unless they were scripted. Look, I can't help it that he's a sleep sofa that takes naps every 15 minutes on the hour. But I will be back tomorrow with lots of clips to show you. So have a good night.
Oh my goodness. Look, I can't help it that he's a sleep sofa that takes naps every 15 minutes on the hour. Holy Sorry. I don't know how that gets covered up. Love by Trump Kid. That's right, Sharon loves it. Let me get over here. Love always wins. How are you? So good to see you here. Raven said, Sleepy Joe Biden got off the sleep sofa, stumbled out a few words, and laid back down again. Out came the sun, its side right poisoned. When the sun went down, she appeared again. She's really poisoned. She's going to kill the planet. Look, sorry, it's written in stone. 10,000 years ago they talked about
a certain lady who looks like an alien from somewhere in the deep universe, the kind of one where her eyes are sunken into her head, but she has really nice hair. And bottom line is that she would be Pelosi. Who knew that really would be Nancy Pelosi? I did, because I am Trumpsterdamus. I'm not sure if you do it, but I'm Trumpsterdamus. I kind of can see the future. I already know I'm going to win Big League. I'm going to win Big League in November. They're going to be picking up Joe Biden's body parts off of the street, and they're going to ship them to the 4 parts of the planet. And as they dig holes to put the body parts in, they're going to say, "You're a sleepy sleep, sleepy sleep, sleep so far. Sleepy sleep, sleep so far." And they're going to bury him at that point.
Mr. President, that was such a great rendition of Sleepy Sleep, Sleep Sofa. Can you get a part in there of him being a sleep sofa?
Sleepy sleep, he is asleep so far. How's that, Pensy?
That's fantastic, Mr. President. Guys, it's crazy. Look, you come out Saturday Night Live. You put your pants on one leg at a time when you do it and make gold records. Oh, no, I did. My wife, Georgianne, in quarantine. She sat back, said to herself, "Well, Christopher, you go out and get some butter. And eat some butter, make pancakes." Oh, no. Didn't have enough butter. Go store. They only have 1 stick left. To go and fighting a guy over the stick of butter. I'm going, give me the butter. I stab me in the face with a soldering iron. Guy finally jumped back and take the butter. I said, "Sorry, look, you can't approach Christopher Walken without getting a punch in the face." So he took it. What am I talking about? Guys, this is what we do on the show. Anyway, I got to play you something. And then we'll go back to more face swaps, because I have the Pelosi episode to play for you. Did we do episode 2 yet? We didn't do episode 2 yet, though, guys. Hold on, I got to do that. And then we'll get going. Hold on. I can't tease you like that. Episode 2 of the Donald Trump Show. Here it is.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio with episode 2 of the Donald Trump Show, Riding with Biden. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me on episode 2 of the Donald Trump Show. We're going to continue digging deeper into Joe Biden, his mental state, and whether or not he falls asleep on camera. So let's get into it. Here's a couple of clips from earlier today. We're going to get into it now. Here we go.
I'm campaigning from home about Biden hiding in his cellar. Well, the truth of the matter is over 200 million people have watched me on television, and they've watched, and the more of that, excuse me.
No, keep going, Joe. You're doing great. Doing fantastic, yes. No, we're really thrilled. I'm sure 200 million people really enjoyed watching the sleep sofa. Look, I could take a nap on my own sleep sofa. I don't need to watch you while I do it, unless they were trying to fall asleep quicker. Maybe instead of reading, they said, well, if I watch Biden, I could fall right to sleep. Okay, let's see what's next.
I've been down to Virginia. I've been around the country, but I do it responsibly, and I don't hold rallies because it is the reason why we're in such trouble by not listening to the experts and the scientists about social distancing and wearing masks, which I never do when I walk outside of this house.
Wait, let me get this straight. So the scientists and doctors tell us to wear masks, but the moment you leave the house, you don't wear your mask? Sleep sofa, I'm pulling a little fake news on you right now. Just check the real footage.
And wearing masks, which I never do when I walk outside of this house. I never fail to do.
See? And Trump will play it for you because I think you still look like an idiot. Okay, what else we got?
That's who we are. That's how my great-great-grandfather, 4 greats back got here. He got in a coffin ship in the Irish Sea, never knowing whether he was going to make it, and he made it to the United States of America in 1848. when the British were anyway.
The British were coming. Look, it's like Paul Revere. No, finish it up, Joe. What were you saying? When the British were coming? Is that your grandfather was part of the crew? Is your grandfather a redcoat? What are we talking about here? I'm trying to figure out what the hell Joe is talking about. My grandfather... And when the British, he said, and then he stopped himself. I think he was about to say when the British were coming. Anyway, look, as long as Joe continues to stay in his basement and he won't debate me, I'm going to have the Trump show continue. So till tomorrow, have a good night.
It's Hammerlin Jameson, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time. That's right. It's Hammerlin Jameson. I'm here to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news. It's been a little while since old Hammer Jam's been with you, but I'm live tonight, people. And we're going to talk a little bit about this next clip we're getting into. It's about a lady, we call her Poison. I just want to tell you a little backstory about her. She may be the crypt keeper. We're still working on that information. But I will tell you that she's holding up a second round of the stimulus checks. And old Hammerlin could really use that for some Hammerlin Jameson whiskey. Really, I got a thing for my family distillery. It's my uncle's cousins, sisters, aunts, brothers, mother's sister's cousin's brother, who started Jameson. Look, I'm sorry, they gave me a couple cases when I was 17, and I've been hooked since. It kind of was my demise in the 90s, when I was the lead anchor with NBC. I was ripping the lid off the fake news. And then they just kind of got rid of the old hammer jam. But look, I just want to quickly tell you about this next clip. It's called Don't Drink the Nancy Poison. And by the way, that Venmo doesn't friggin' work anymore. Shit. Hammerlin had to close the account. I was negative on the Venmo account somehow. I don't even know how to figure it out. They're like, Hammerlin, well, look, we're going to have to get rid of that account of yours because you're negative $64,327.33. I was like, hell, that bond drink that much Jameson? Oh, unbelievable. I said, I'm dropping the hammer, ripping the lid off the fake news on that one because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There's no way that old Hammer Jam drank that much Jameson. Maybe about 58,000, but not 61,300. There's no way. Hammer Jam, look, I gotta go now. I gotta go get to my whiskey and to the tap. I gotta hit the tap, people. I'm just coming down like that. Like that. Double-fisted it sometimes. Walking around, I got triples. I walked around with 4 last week, some 2 straws, one at each. I sucked all 4 of them down at the same time. They said, old Hammerlin, look at him. Look at old Hammerlin go. It's just a friggin' Tuesday for Hammer Jam. Look, I gotta go, but I'll be dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news every night here on the Real Talk program. That's old Hammer Jam. I'm on the way out. It's Hammerlin Jameson, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single good old Hammer Jam.
It's Hammerlin.
Hold on a second there, people. A little ham jam. Good old Hammer's going to lead you into the next. That's right, people. Episode of the Trump Show here. I appreciate you giving me a couple minutes here. I appreciate Mark giving me the time to try to climb out of the hole.
Bottom line is they've made it very difficult for old Hammer Jam to get back into the mainstream. After I fell asleep on camera, I was kind of like Sleep Sofa Joe, 96. I'm there on camera, NBC News, and they're like, old Hammer Jam, how's it going out there, Hammer? I was like this on the screen. They came out of drool coming down, and even look, I had a Big Mac here on the table. I forgot to move that too. So they filmed the whole thing, and it looked really bad. Every time I go for an interview now for an anchor spot, they say, "Oh, Hammerlin, is this you?" I gotta say, look, that's fake news. I'll see you guys on the next Hammerlin Jameson episode, whatever the heck we call it. I think we call it Hammer Time. Anyway, here's Poison. No, are you ready? We didn't do Poison. Here's Poison. Don't drink the Dassy Poison. You could wind up with a serious case of Montezuma's revenge.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with episode 3 of the Donald Trump Show, Nancy Pelosi. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
I want to thank you for joining me on episode 3 of the Donald J. Trump Show. Today, we talk about poison. That's right, don't drink the poison. It's going to kill many people more than coronavirus. Yeah, poison. That's right, Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, I'm sorry, some people don't know that we do call her poison. Let's take a look at this clip here. I want you to hear what she has to say.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear.
Let's be honest, Nancy, you know nothing about politics. And wrap-up smear? Really? That's what you've been doing to me? Sounds like something you got from your OBGYN. But whatever.
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
I'm sorry, Nancy, can you say that one more time? What was that?
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
Look, she's creating fake news. She told the reporters, you create a story. Let's get back to this clip.
And then you write it.
Can you freaking believe this?
Unless they see it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear.
You write the story after we report the falsehoods, and it becomes a validated story by the news, by you, the fake news garbage.
It's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report.
Also, when she says merchandising it, who is she, Mel Brooks from Spaceballs? Spaceballs the flamethrower. Yeah, okay, poison, whatever.
Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic. And it's self-evident.
You see there, she says it's self-evident because we've been doing it to Trump since he came down the escalator. Well, I have to tell you that I'm happy that I found out about this poison. Now I can put all of my efforts towards taking you down to Chinatown. That's right. We will drain Poison and Schumer from the swamp.
Nice, right?
Poison, look. Sometimes you get caught drinking the poison. And then you say to yourself, what do I do? How do I get the antidote? Do I call Pansy? I call my number 2, right? If I was Dr. Evil, I'd probably call my number...
Of course you'd call your number 2. It's exactly what I would do. Number 2, get over here. I need help immediately. Get Donald Trump on the line.
Hello, Dr. Evil.
Hi, Donald.
How can I help you?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about the cure.
What cure, Dr. Evil?
The cure to the virus, Donald.
Oh, you have that cure, Dr. Evil?
Of course I do, Donald. I'm the one who unleashed it on the planet with President G-hole. With President G. I know you call him President G-hole, but he's not really a G-hole. He's just President G.
No, Dr. Evil.
he's a G-hole, you're a G-hole. In fact, all of you are just a bunch of G-holes. Could you do me a favor? Put your number 2 on the line. I'm going to put my number 2 on the line. And they can have a conversation. How about that, huh, Dr. Evil? Let's do that and see how it goes.
Fine, let's do it, talk Donald Trump. I bet you my number 2 is smarter than yours. This is Vice President Mike Pence. Mike Pence, this is number 2. I don't know what I'm doing, people. Love always wins. Lil 2's in the house.
No, he's a G-hole. Yes, absolutely. Look, sometimes you come face to face with another human being. His name happens to be President G. And if you're a creative wordsmith like the Real Talk program, you may lean towards calling him a G-hole. Could be. I don't know. Also, if you have a candidate who falls asleep 74 times a day, you may call him Sleeps Over Joe. And in fact, when sleepovers are antiquated, and so are Joey Futons, is kind of like the guy, you know what I mean? Like, did you see him the other day? He's getting off of a plane, right? And he's waving. He's like, oh, hey, everybody. And I'm like, is Sleeps Over Joe asleep? What is it? Does he think he's at a Trump rally? Or he's like, who's he waving at over there? Joe, wake up, Joe. There's 0 people over there. You're waving to them, and the people are saying, and then you walk past the reporter. He asks, how do you feel about not having this Hispanic vote, Sleepy Joe? And Joe is like, I'm not going to just say I'm going to go and jump right in the car. This is the first time I've ever seen a candidate who will not answer questions from the news reporters. They don't ask him real questions. They're like, Joe, what was the thing that you like to do most in life? Well, look, I like to poop my pants. Oh, that's not the answer we have on the piece of paper here. He's a freaking wild card, guys. That's why they won't let him speak. They're like, look, Sleep Sofa, whenever somebody approaches you for an interview, just be like, I gotta go. I'll catch you later. I'll tell you later. I'm going to tell you that answer later. Just you'll throw him off guard. Just be like, look. And look, if you seem like you're so busy, that's your Sleep Sofa. That's like, you're so busy. Look, I got to go back to take that nap. Look, I got to get back into my car to take that nap. I'll tell you next time. Got to take that nap. Scheduled. It's in the schedule. Sleep Sofa, look, we understand you like to take little cat naps on your Joey Futon. We get it. But I think it's time for you to come out of your hole, groundhog. And if you see your shadow, I don't want to hear a declaration of 6 more weeks of race wars, okay? Bottom line. Pensy, can you believe this freaking guy? The freaking guy has a race war going on in the streets. All of a sudden, we have a ridiculously amazing RNC, right? Winning big league. And oh my goodness, what happens the next day? Oh, let's condemn the violence in the streets and let's blame it on the right wing. Oh, look at all those stuff in the streets. It's Trump supporters. Oh, really? I'll ask you one question, stupid face. How could you actually say that it's Trumpers when the mainstream National Enquirer media for the last 97 days, 99 days, whatever the hell it's been, has been saying peaceful protests in the streets? Oh, yeah, Dad, it's all peaceful. It's a loving, it's just a coordinated effort. And there no masks. Look, I'm telling you. When a Trumper has a campaign rally, it's like the end of the world. But they can have riots in the streets, buildings burning, peaceful protests in the streets. They're mostly peace. 2 cops were shot. But it was mostly peaceful protests.
Bubba's in the house. Guys, when I get going, sometimes I'll do stupid stuff like that. Professor, how are you? Oh my goodness, Joe Biden was waving to the penguin from Billy Madison. I love that, Professor. That's brilliant. Oh, shabadoo. Oh, shabalabadoo. Oh, he said, oh, pa, I'm going to go to the store. Ooh. I've never done Adam Sandler before. He does something like that, right? You know what one of the best movies is of Adam Sandler's? 2 movies I love. Blended, awesome. Terry Crews steals the movie. And then the other one I love is Just Go With It, where he's with Jennifer Aniston and they go away and he's with that Brooklyn Decker and they wind up, he falls in love with Jennifer Aniston. But that movie's great. And Dave Matthews is in that movie, actually. Maybe I should play you guys a Dave song. You guys want to hear a Dave Matthews song? How do you guys feel about DMB? Most people like Dave Matthews. There's a song I used to play. Well, I could play a few songs, but do you guys know what number 41 is? Number 41 is a cool tune. That or Crush. How about Crush? Crush or number 41? I'm going to leave that out there. Let's see who wants to see what. Crush or number 41? Go to the YouTubes. Look, hey, Joe, did you say that you get rid of Social Security? No, of course I didn't. My Aunt Judy would never allow me. Oh, check the YouTubes. Check the YouTubes. So we have two options here. We're going to play either, maybe I'll make a few options. Let's see. Bubba's in the house. We have number 41. We have, what's the other one I like to play? Could do that one. Could do Typical Situation. If I grab the lyrics, I could probably just do. You got your ball, you got your chain into your 41. We got it from Posy. Oh, let's hear Crush. Okay, and we also got Hotel California. Anthony wants to hear a little Hotel. Guys, do me a favor. Listen, head over to DLive. Subscribe over there for me. Come back. Let's throw some requests on here. Let's make some magic happen. Keep yourselves open on DLive because I'm going to build out that chest and open it at the end of the night. And we're going to play some DMB right now. Crush. Looks like we're starting with Crush, okay? And then we'll go to number 41. Crush is a cool tune, guys. It's the first song of the night, so give me a moment to warm up. Takes a little time. By the end of the first song, I'm good. Crazy how it feels tonight. Crazy how you made all right. Crush me with all those things you do. And I'll do for you anything. Sitting, feeling hard in this moment. Feels so right. Lovely lady, I am at your feet. Oh God, I want you so badly, and I wonder this could tomorrow be so wondrous as you there sleep. Let's go drive till the morning comes and watch the sunrise and fill our souls up. We'll drink some wine and we'll get drunk. Oh, it's crazy, I'm thinking, just knowing that the world is round. I'm here, I'm dancing on the ground, and am I right?
upside down. But when is this real? Or am I dreaming? Lovely lady, let me drink you, please. Oh, spare a drop and promise you, lying under this spell you cast on me. Each moment, the more I love you. It's crazy, I'm thinking you know that the world is round, and I'm here, I'm dancing on the ground, and am I right? Side up or upside down? Is it so real, or am I dreaming? Lovely lady, I will treat you sweet. Adore you, I mean you crushed me. It's times like this when my faith goes feeling. No, no, how I love you. It's crazy, I'm thinking, knowing that you're around. I'm here, I'm dancing on the ground. Am I upside down and upside down to each other? We'll be facing my love, be bathed with love. You know, mean to tell you all the things that I've been thinking deep inside, my friend. Each moment more I love you. So the other one, let's go to number 41. Before I go over to my people and talk to you guys, I hope you enjoy that. Spread the word, share this. We're playing all night. We're doing face swaps all night too. And then we're going to connect and we're going to build positivity as well. So if you need that, because Wolf said it, but I hope these songs give you positivity. What I'm doing here, so hopefully you guys get this, is I'm giving you doing a celebrity impression of Dave Matthews. I hope you guys get that. Like that was basically Dave Matthews, but without the misses. Because he misses a lot. I love him, but he misses a lot. This is kind of his vibe. It's cool. But that's exactly what he sounds like tonally. That's exact. Like I'm hearing the song in my head. That was it. That's how I play. That's how I do it off of memory. Well, I haven't heard these songs in forever, but when I play them, they come back to life for me, and I just make them my own in a way. But Dave is kind of someone I can just recreate and make it sound exactly like him. Here's a good example of that too, but what I'll do here is try to add a little flavor of my own to it. This is number 41. I swear by now I'm playing time against my travel time. I'm coming slow but speeding. Do you wish a dance while I'm in front of? I play in time. But the difficulty is coming here.
And what sort of man goes by? And I will bring water. And why won't you ever be good? And to wonder, yeah, I came and praying for you. Why won't you run into the rain and play? Let the tears splash all over you. How my family doing over here? We're growing. I love you guys. Anthony wants to hear something. How are my people doing? Ooh. Wolf, I like this. Wolf said, I assure you, we all rise from the ashes. Time stops, but the spirit beings live on into forever. I like that, buddy. Poison is toxic. You're right, conspiracy. I love it. And Natser, how are you, my friend? I'm so glad you came on. I think you said you're by the Ozarks, which is pretty cool. I'm in Connecticut, trying to sell real estate while I'm trying to entertain this planet and connect us, bring us to some light. It's the darkest it's ever been, at least in modern era. We had the Cold War came to an end when I was a kid. And I know that was bad because there was a lot of just misinformation, but this is a different type of misinformation. This is a spread of a different disease. It's a spread, I think, of, look, it's communism in disguise, and I think what happens is they start to censor comedy programs that have a good Donald Trump impression. Look, I'm sorry. I can't help it that I'm a celebrity impressionist and also a musician and also a positivity guy. I mean, what the heck? It's just what we do here on Real Talk, live for 629 days in a way, man. Look, this is 629 in a row, people. Let's get a little something going over here. Welcome to the family, people. Barb is here. So let's see. Anthony asked for Hotel California, which I've never played before, but I'll try it. I never try any of these. I actually listened back to it last night, guys. What's it called? The Horses, Wild Horses, was actually pretty good. We should try that again. We should also do the Into the Mystic again, because I'm feeling it. I got to keep doing that till I get it right. The Eagles, right? Here we go. Hopefully I can play it. I may mess this up, but look, that's the whole point of the show, is you guys challenge me and we give it a shot. What's the first line? I gotta hear the. On a dark desert highway. On a dark. I got it. Dark desert highway, cool wind in the air, someone smell of leaders rising through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head was grew heavy and I dim. I had to stop for the night.
There she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven, this could be hell. And she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices in the corridor, and I thought I heard them say, welcome to Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Planning your room at the Hotel California. Oh, anytime here, yo, we can find it here. Her mind was definitely twisted, yeah. She got a Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty boys, she calls them friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet of sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me some wine. We haven't had that spirit gone here since 1969. And still the voice is calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night. Oh, I'll just hear them say, oh, welcome to Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Living it up at a Hotel California. Oh, what a nice surprise. Oh, bring your alive. Oh, mirrors on the ceiling, prints shining on ice. She said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And master's chambers, and they gathered for feast. They stab it with their stealing knives, but they can't kill the beast. Oh, the last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find a passage back to that place I knew before. Relax to the night, man. We are programmed to receive. Oh, you can check out anytime you want, yeah, but you can never leave. Whoa, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Oh, we're living it up in the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. I'll bring you out of eyes. Hold on.
Really? Listen to this. I forgot. While we were doing the Poison bit, I kind of like laughed and I hit the guitar. I don't know if you heard it. It fell over. Yeah, that's not an E. Hold on. I'm wondering why I can't find the key while I play. Like, what is this? This doesn't feel right. Those two aren't bad. Let's just... So that's the first time I ever played Hotel California in my life. How was it? Honestly, I think it was pretty good because I've never played it, and when I get into something like that, it rolls. Anthony, what did you think? That was for you, buddy. Oh, thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Thank you, Wolf. Scan, how are you? Guys, let's build this out. Spread this, please. Share this on your pages. I'm going to be here for another couple of hours. We're only here for 1 hour. It's a 4 to 6 hour feed, guys. 3 more hours coming at you. So music, face swaps, comedy, inspiration. We're going to do it all, guys. We're going to live up here. No, I'm not talking about nothing to make us feel anything but amazing. It's starting with the music tonight. So share this. Let's build the light. This channel's about building light. It's not about negativity. Look, I said this before if you've watched my opening clip. Plenty of channels out there where you can go be negative. I want you guys to dig deep, and I want you to find something that will make us feel great. Everybody in the chat. Because when we do that, we can feel something that doesn't exist currently. This world around us is lying to us, and we're supposed to eat the porridge. I freaking hate porridge, guys. I'm not eating the porridge. I'm going to come out here, feed you the truth and the light. I want you to find it and do something with it. We find out what we're meant to do at some point in our life if we're searching within. Everybody I know is always looking outside for it, but if you look within, eventually you will connect with it. I eventually found mine 40 years in. When I grabbed this microphone and started putting it all together, it really wasn't 40, it was 41 when I started doing that. But the day I decided to commit myself to joining you on a daily basis to make a difference is when it all changed. That's when I evolved. I evolved slowly to where we are today. It was just a straight positivity show at first and real estate. I don't even talk about real estate anymore, but that's how I make money, guys. I'm not benefiting myself what I'm doing, just so you know. I make no money for doing this, and I'm actually hurting myself because the Donald Trump stuff is affecting the people that don't like Donald Trump. They're saying, I'm not going to work with this guy as a real estate agent. He likes Donald Trump. Look, I'm a guy down the middle who happens to laugh about the political situation, but being down the middle, I can very easily judge the two, and I see there's a sleep sofa over here and a guy who actually did a lot for America and was just ridiculed the entire time before he even became president. It's been the same narrative from before. It hasn't changed. So then nothing ever let up. That's why I know it's all lies. The rhetoric is exactly the same. So therefore, it's been a complete engineered system the whole time. And if you look back and you see the episode 25 of the Trump show, you're going to see that, which I'll play you guys in a little while. Let me play you guys a really cool tune right now. We're in the midst of it. My people, we're building. I love it. I want to say welcome to the show. Anybody new? Welcome to the Real Talk family. This is a live show every single day of my life. I've committed to do this, okay? What started on December 31st, 2018 it started as like a vlog for, 5 to 20 minutes. After like 3 weeks, I went into like hour. I was doing like an hour on Instagram. And I got to a point where I was connecting with people. And there were people that needed things and asked me questions. And I live in the moment. I'm connected to an experience and to an energy that I cannot comprehend. I don't fully know who I am, guys. I just know that I'm meant to do this. And to be here with you, to take everything I'm doing, everything I can do, every voice. Look, it's MARKPIRES. Look, it's Owen Wilson. Check it out. We're going to do a show with Saturday Night Live. Wow, of course it is. Owen, we have a good time every time we go Real Talk. I don't know why I could do it exactly dead on with everybody. You gotta be kidding me. I told you so, sir. I only break my balls for no one, okay? I told you, tell them you was a horse. They wouldn't let you in. What? How?
Faye, I don't treat patients on vacation, Faye. Bob, I don't treat patients on vacation, Bob.
Oh, Dr. Marvin, but I need them doing the baby steps, Dr. Marvin. I just need some help, Doc. Can I see you, Dr. Marvin?
Bob, I'm going to be at Lake Winnipesaukee. They're shooting me at Good Morning America, Bob, for my book, Baby Steps. Just read the book, Bob, or call the service number, and they'll take care of you, Bob.
But Dr. Marvin, I'm doing the baby steps, Dr. Marvin. I'm doing them. But can I come see you?
No, Bob, I'll see you when I return, Bob.
Like, how the freak can I do those to you guys like that? You know?
Hey, yeah, I did a movie called Dirty Work. Yeah, I had a guy named Artie Lang. He's like a great guy. Yeah, hey Artie, you want to get in the program? Yeah, I'll get in. Hey Artie, what do you think about Antifa? Oh, those guys are jerks. Ah!
Artie Lang, never did him until recently. Now I gotta stretch a little. Let's play you a song. Bottom line is this, guys. I'm here to put on a show for you. I'm here to connect with you. I'm here to play songs you want to hear. I'm obviously here to play covers that I've never played in my life and do them my own way, but they sound very interesting, I think. I don't know. We're going to try this song. We did it last week, and someone out there said they really enjoyed it. Let's give it a shot again.
Found waking me. I was bursting sweat. Seems every path leads me to nowhere. Wife and kids, household pets. Army greens and no spare. The bullets scream to me from somewhere. They come to snuff the rooster. Hey. Yeah, they come to snuff the rooster. Yeah. You know he ain't gonna die. You know he ain't gonna die. Yeah, they come to snuff the rooster. Yeah. Yeah, come to snuff the rooster. You know he ain't gonna die. You know he ain't gonna die. Whoa. Walking toward machine gun man, spit on me, my homeland. There's the pictures on boy. Got my pills, mosquito dead. My body's breathing, dying breath. Oh God, please won't you help me through? Oh, you came to snuff the rooster. Now, yeah. You know he ain't gonna die. Oh, no. You came to snuff the rooster. Yeah. You know he ain't gonna die. How you come to snuff the rooster? My family, how you guys doing? Play a little Alice of Jades a little bit over there. Just a little bit. Winning big league sometimes. I appreciate you guys. Everybody that's on, kicking it with me. Very cool. Thank you so much. We're going to play some more music. Who's on there with me? We got Sig, we got Liz, we got Prepper. How you doing? We got Reiki, we got Glennis, we got Tempest Sage. I'm loving it, guys. Let's spread the love here. This is here. We're meant to connect, guys. All right? We're meant to connect. Thank you so much, Prepper. I'm going to play you another thing, okay? Guys, I got a lot of cool links in my description. One of them is for the Donald Trump show. I made a bunch of gear. You got to see. It's kind of funny. But let me play you one more song, and then we're going to do a couple of face swaps, okay? GP, thank you so much. KD99, how are you? And let's see. I'm going to play you guys something else, okay? Yeah, Phil Connors from Groundhog Day was awesome. Absolutely. Natser, is very, very nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. Trinity's on, guys. You know what happens when Trinity comes on, right? Trinity, red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. It was a Saturday Night Live. We were getting live tonight. Nancy was on the chat saying goodnight. Just as an angle said, Destiny, we love you real. From Brisbane down under. And Sig said, morning was so hard. I said, this is Trinity, red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. And we saw Trinity hanging out. And Liz said, it's amazing how Mark remembers that too. I'll never forget it, no, 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 no. Oh, Trinity, red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. We're gonna lift Trinity's spirits up to the sky. Oh, 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 oh. We're gonna make her energies fly. Oh, 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 oh. Talking about that healing light every single night. Just stop on by, and I'm going to keep you real high. On the Real Talk Show. It's the healing light on the Real Talk Show. Da, 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 da. The Real Talk Show. Ooh, can I play This Land Was Made for you and me? Good question. This land is your land. This land is my land. This land is no land. You gotta get the lyrics for me. I haven't sang this song in so long. Plus, it's not this rhythm, but I could turn it into a song for us. Here's another thing I like to do, guys. I like to make up songs, like we're doing right now for Trinity. So if you come up with a topic, you're like, hey, Mark, write a song about, we can do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this in a second here and play one piece of comedy and then come back at you. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue pill, hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity red door, blue. I can't go that fast, Trinity. I can't go that fast. I went as fast as I could go. Think about this, Trinity. Every time you come here, if all you have to do, I made you a wrench, but all you have to do when you come here is just show up in the chat and I'm going to play your song for you. And I'm going to rise the tempo, the level of the energy that's heading towards you. We did it last night for Mark from Wages. And it was powerful because I went to sleep at 4 and he was still live. And he was like laughing and he was like chatting with people. I was like, he got energy from us last night. I swear it.
Dude was on fire at 4 a.m. I was tired, ready to go to sleep, and he was like laughing with people. He's calling people trolls. I was like, wow, he is on fire. And I truly believe that we as a group, we gathered all of our energy and we sent it to Mark. And we should be doing that. That's why I called it the prayer in perpetuity, because it's basically anytime you watch it, it's going to be sent energy to Mark. And anytime we play Trinity, I have to. Do you know I have to actually sing it, Trinity? That's why I have to do it. Trinity, red dove, Trinity, red dove, blue bill, hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. But every time I sing that, it's meant to drive the energy towards you. And when everybody else is at home singing it, they're sending that energy to you. It's healing energy. It's light. It's love. And that's all we have for you. And I just want to thank you for coming by, supporting the program, and everybody else that's out there. You guys are awesome. I'm going to play you a quick bit here, and then we're going to go back and play some more.
It's Hammerlin.
Hold on. We did the first 3 episodes, so let me play you episode 4 real quick. Check this out. This is a funny episode, too. Here we go. Oh, I thought that was supposed to start.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with episode 4 of the Donald Trump Show, Forgetful Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you very much for joining me for episode 4 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight, we get back into Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, we've got a lot of clips to get through, so let's get started.
I'm coming directly to you for asking a quick favor.
I can't believe they use this as their pitch on YouTube. I mean, I've come for you to... It sounds like something out of Close Encounters of a Third Kind. Sleep Sofa, are you from a different planet? I'm trying to figure out what the hell it is that comes out of your mouth. Sounds like gobbledygook.
I can hardly wait to debate him on stage. I want people to see me standing next to him and him standing next to me. We'll see who's sleepy.
Mr. Vice President, thank you. Thanks for your time. Please come back in less than 13 years, sir.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No, I just did Chuck. I tell you what, man, these are back to back. Anyway.
Sleepy, hello? It's not Chuck, okay? But you have a problem with back-to-back meetings? How do you think you're going to do back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back when you're president? Look, he's going to have to take a poop-a-doop in between, remember?
Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
You know, Donald Trump was asked on...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I probably best I don't.
You know, I feel kind of bad for Sleep Sofa. I mean, he looks like he's going to cry. He's like an old puppy dog whining for a bowl of milk. Look, Sleep Sofa, I'm sorry. You know, you have to act confidently if you're going to be president of the United States.
I tell you what, I'm so darn proud. And those poor people who have lost, anyway.
This is your brain on drugs. That's right. Any questions?
I would see to it immediately moving toward, we're in fact in a position now that if in fact we dealt with mitigation across the board, just what we did in the last administration and before, leading to a standard that we provide efficiency for appliances.
Have you ever seen that scene in Scanners? It kind of reminds me, I wonder if they're going to do, you know how they keep doing, we're doing Jaws over. You think they'll do Scanners over and maybe have Sleep Sofa Joe in his, one of the lead characters? I would watch that, even though he makes me want to fall asleep.
I'm ready on day one after more than 3 years in office. Why isn't Donald Trump ready? Mr. President, wake up.
Can you believe that? Did he really just say for me to wake up? Is this Pinocchio and Geppetto is in the background pulling strings? Because it doesn't even look like he's alive. I feel so bad for this guy. I'm going to demolish him when we get into a debate. I mean, honestly, he doesn't even know who the hell he is. And you guys are going to vote for this guy? He's up by how many points? I mean, what the? He can't even speak, people. He said he's going to beat himself. Did you see that one? This is Sleep Sofa Joe saying how he's going to beat himself.
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Well, let's hear that one more time. Joe, can you do that one more time first?
I'm going to beat Joe Biden. Joe Biden. I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Look, I think that's a good place for us to call it a day. He's going to beat himself. I guess I should just hang back and maybe let him fall on the sword. He may walk outside to get the mail and forget to put his pantalones on. Could be a problem. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow on the next Trump show. That's right. Have a good night.
Oh my goodness. Guys, that is one of my favorite episodes. But then I say that and then I play the next one and I'm like, holy cow. Do you want to see another one? Holy cow, guys. Okay, that was episode 4. I'm going to play episode 5 right now. Check this out. This is another killer episode. This is it's called Trump Rushmore. Check it out.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from Mount Rushmore. Donald Trump for episode 5 of The Trump Show.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me here at the monuments. Look, this is a very exciting time. I started my own talk show this week. That's right, the Donald J. Trump Show. We're winning big league. We're dropping lots of content about Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. Lots about Sleep Sofa. We also did one episode about Poison so far. And we're going to continue to drop positive content about Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. Because I will not let him beat me, no. We have done too much work here in this country. Are you guys ready to stick a fork in Biden? Are you ready?
I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
I don't know what to say. I'm a little confused. What... Could you tell me, what does that mean, Joe? You're married? I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. I don't know. So, are you going to be your own first lady? Or what does that mean, Joe? Could you please elaborate? I'm Melania Trump's husband, Donald Trump. I'm not really sure, so Joe's married to himself? Just going to give you the one for today. That's enough to squash the Sleep Sofa. Look, he's comfortable to lie on. Just not to vote for. We don't have to trash the man while we're here at the National Monument. He's just a Sleep Sofa. Look, if you can't catch the Donald Trump Show, make sure you tune in to Real Talk. You see my kids, Melania, they all love Real Talk. Well, we give it to people straight on the Real Talk program, and it kind of gave me the concept for the Donald Trump Show. So tune in. Every night I'll be on either my show or the Real Talk Show. I'm going to drop content for you because the fake news is not letting the Trumper breathe. That's right. It's trying to shut down the Trump. Look at that beautiful monument. They're going to put my face right next to George Washington there. Perfect spot. They're going to have my tie. It's going to go all the way down to the ground. So Democrats will hit their faces on it every time they walk by.
Oh, I love that. It's going to bang people right in the nostril as they walk by. Betsy, did you see that? I put that into the doctrine. It's going to be one piece of stone that comes down as my tie, and it's only going to hit Democrats. It's going to actually be able to distinguish between the two parties, and it will bang the Democrats right in the fotch.
So anyway, guys, crazy, right? Every episode gets better and better. I'm going to keep playing them for you. Let's go to episode 6, because this one is just totally awesome as well. I really like this one too. And episode 7 is even better than 6, so we got to go there before I play you another song.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. We're bringing you to Donald Trump for episode 6 of the Donald Trump Show, Bumbling Biden.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on episode 6 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right, I'm here in Washington. Sometimes people think it looks like the Epcot Center. No, the Pope is not back in that building. It's Donald Trump's home. In the process of fixing the dome. I think it's about time we get back to Sleep Sofa Joe. Sometimes we call him Bumbling Biden. I'm not sure what I feel like calling him today. Let's see what Bumbling Biden has to say. I just love them both. I just love Sleep Sofa Joe. He's a bumbling Biden sleeping on the sofa. So, let's see what we got today.
I propose, and I'm going to digress slightly. We're in a situation.
Every time I think to myself, well, there's no way it could get any worse, they show me another clip. This is Sleep Sofa Joe, bumbling Biden. Take a look, people.
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth. $1.4 trillion worth.
Well, which is it, Joe?
Out of $1.4 billion. It's hard to even say it, it's so much.
Really? Joe, you want me to get a calculator for you? Here, why don't you use this calculator, see what you come up with.
It's cost a lot of money. It cost about $740 billion over 10 years.
740 billion. Wow, Joe. That's a phenomenal amount of money. Do you want that in Monopoly dollars?
If you agree with me, go to Joe 30330 and help me in this fight.
Well, Joe, if it's a matter of dialing 30330 in order to help you fight the battle against Alzheimer's, I'm in. Okay, what else we got?
And they say to me, take my shotgun. I said, I have 3. I now have 5 because my son died and I have 3 of his. I have 5 shotguns.
Oh, so close, Joe. So close. 3 plus 3. So close. You did not form it as a question. It's also not 6.
I know I'm called middle class, Joe. It's not meant as a compliment. Means I'm not sophisticated.
I'm sorry, Sleep Sofa. I hadn't heard that one. Middle class Joe. I've heard Creepy Joe. I've heard Bumbling Biden. I've heard Sleep Sofa Joe, Sleepy Joe. I've heard about a terrible cup of Joe. It's more like out of gas Joe.
Oh my goodness, Reiki said she started to understand Joe. Please help me. Oh, you know what, Reiki? We may have to do the song you came up with last night. We were playing Sweet Caroline, and she's like, smelling your hair. We did like a Sleep Sofa Joe version. It was on as the preview before we went live. Wolfie, how you doing, buddy? Wolfie. Guys, this is crazy. I'm going to play you episode 7. This perhaps is where the turning point of the show takes place. What happened here is I started kind of going for the jugular of the Sleep Sofa. Seriously, like, I found some crazy content on Sleep Sofa Joe. And I decided to make this. This is episode 7, guys. And just keep in mind, he calls him rap rock. I'm not even freaking joking. Watch this one.
Hammerlin Jameson live with you from the studio. We go to Donald Trump with episode 7 of the Donald Trump Show, Riding Biden.
Thank you very much for joining me on episode 7 of the Donald Trump Show. We're going to get right into it today. I've got a lot more on Sleep Sofa Joe. That's right, we're calling him Bumbling Biden as well now. So let's get into it. What do we got? First clip of the show.
We gotta reassure. Look, here, my message to everybody I talk to
is we're going to get through this.
Are you sure, Joe? It looks like you can't even get through a sentence.
We provide a Medicare option. That's exactly what Rap Rock and I talked about in the beginning.
I'm sorry, did he just call Barack Rap Rock? I didn't realize he had a pet name for Barack Obama. Hey, Rap Rock, let's get together and go and talk about that foreign policy. Hey, Rap Rock, you want to get together and play some basketball? Hey, Rap Rock, could you make me a PB&J? Absolutely hilarious.
I made a mistake. I said it 14 years ago. I trusted George Bush to keep his word. He said he was not going to go into Iraq.
This is when it gets really interesting. You ready?
Only way we're going to get rid of Saddam Hussein. And it's going to require guys like you in uniform to be back on foot in the desert taking taking Saddam down.
Wait, I'm sorry, but didn't you just say that you were against the war, Sleepsover? I think he's losing his memory again.
From the moment shock and awe started, from that moment, I was opposed to the effort and I was outspoken.
Let's take a look at Outspoken Joe. Yes, maybe his news. Maybe we'll call him Outspoken Joe if it's good. Let's see.
Some of my own party have said that it was a mistake to go to Iraq in the first place.
Huh?
But the cost of not acting against Saddam, I think, would have been much greater. The President of the United States is a bold leader, and he is popular.
No, after that clip, that's it. We're going to call him Backtrack Biden. That's right. He backtracks. He said that he didn't support the war, that he's talking about George Bush like they're best friends. I'm not sure what's true with Sleepsover Joe.
When I marched in the civil rights movement, I marched with tens of thousands of others to change attitudes. And we changed attitudes.
When I was about the age of the guy standing over there, I got involved in the civil rights movement.
And now, the truth.
I was not an activist. I was not out marching. I was not down in Selma. I was not anywhere else.
Okay, so basically, Sleepsover Joe never did any actual protesting, although he's been campaigning on it for his entire career.
The first year in law school, I decided I didn't want to be in law school and ended up in the bottom 2/3 of my class, and then decided I wanted to stay, went back to law school, and in fact ended up in the top half of my class.
Look, I really want you to pay attention to the detail in this video right here.
I think
I probably have a much higher IQ than you do, I suspect.
I'm pretty sure that your IQ is a moving number, Sleepsover.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship.
So let's get to the truth.
Senator Joseph Biden may have more explaining to do. The new questions stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April campaign appearance in New Hampshire.
And in fact ended up in the top half of my class. I won the International Moot Court competition. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only need 123 credits, and I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours if you'd like, Frank.
I can say one thing.
Look, the facts are Sleepsover Joe was a terrible student.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class.
He didn't?
That he does not have 3 degrees from college.
He doesn't?
And that he was not named Outstanding Political Science Student in college.
Really?
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing. Back then, I guess they didn't fact check you in real time. That must have been a couple weeks later. So funny.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
Sleepsover Joe makes up things. Bumbling Biden. Did you hear him bumble there? He's a bumbler. Bumbling Biden strikes again. Good old bumbler, really. I think we're going to take a break after that one and play you guys a song, and then we'll get back to it. But yeah, I just was seeing something here that I thought was very interesting. Tempest had a comment here about how Trump has created all the chaos, and it's at least shown us what's the injustice worldwide, and God works in mysterious ways. And I just wanted to share with you guys that if Trump wasn't president and the world didn't suck right now, and I mean that with the biggest heart of light, seriously, but it sucks.
And that's why it brought me out from sitting on a couch and putting a 120-inch screen out from the ceiling and watching movies every day of my life and playing a simulator golf thing where I'm not really hitting the ball, but I'm just swinging over. I haven't done that in almost 2 years, guys. I come out here every single day when I am not with my kids, with my wife, and with work. I'm here with you guys, or I'm preparing to be here with you guys, making a face swap. Like this was today's face swap. Did you guys see it? No, I'm not going to play it today's because it sucked, but this was yesterday's. I mean, I have to redo today's before I drop it tomorrow. It didn't work out. But this was yesterday's.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio. We head down to Donald Trump at his press conference for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump!
Thank you. Thank you for joining me on the next episode. Well, let me stop for a moment. I think what I'll do is tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the resurgence, really. We're going to bring the Donald Trump show out of retirement. Are you ready, people? We're going to rip apart the sleep sofa and find out what it's made of, really. It's probably made of like old cottage cheese or something, but we're going to find out, and we're going to see lots of clips of Joey Futon. Perhaps we could discuss some of the other things, some of the stupid Biden, I call them Bidenisms. I have a lot of Bidenisms I'm going to play for you. That's right, anytime Biden bumbles, he's really just a Bidenism. It's a bumbling Bidenism. So we're going to do that as well tomorrow in episode 26 of the Donald Trump show. And we're going to do it every day. But I had to put it on the shelf for at least a couple weeks until we realized how the sleep sofa is getting worse, really. The other day he was talking about lifting the teleprompter, like live. Couldn't get questions from a young girl unless they were scripted. Look, I can't help it that he's a sleep sofa that takes naps every 15 minutes on the hour. But I will be back tomorrow with lots of clips to show you. So have a good night.
Oh, Tales from a Sleep Sofa named Joe. You see this? This is our thumbnail for this clip that I just played for you. Tales from a Sleep Sofa named Joe. Look it over here, a.k.a. Bumbles and Joey Futon. Look, we call him a.k.a. Bumbles and Joey Futon. He's a futon. Sometimes he'll take a 10-minute cat napper on his Joey Futon. Sometimes he goes for the old hour napper on his sleep sofa. Oh, hold on. I'm just hearing something from my Secret Service. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he is a sleep sofa. He's not going to nap on the sleep sofa. He's a friggin' sleep sofa, people. Melania, could you believe it when Joe, Sleep Sofa Joe, when he came down the stairs, he was kind of like, he looked weird, right? And when he got to the bottom of the stairs, there was a 4-second pause. I think he took a little cat nap. Was that in his schedule? Check his book. I bet you it was in there. He's probably got cat naps listed in his schedule every 15 minutes on the hour. And look, I'm going to win big league because I sleep about 2 hours a night. And Sleep Sofa Joe sleeps 17 hours a day. So what do you want? Who do you want, really? And the other hours, he's basically like a friggin', he's just a total mess, people. He calls himself Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. He's going to beat Joe Biden. He said, look, I'm going to beat Joe Biden, okay? I'll tell you what, I'm going to stand on my record. My record of being a lying Biden. And I'm going to beat Joe Biden. He freaking said it. I have it in here. I showed it to you already. But guys, look, it's crazy. You get a bumbling Bidenism. I got one more. Check this one out. This is another one I made. Let's see. This is a Donald one, I think. Yeah, let's see what this one says over here. bumbling Biden bobblehead contest. Did you see this one? Winning Big League. I love this. Winning Big League. Yes, look. Oh, yes, we're winning Big League. The bumbling Biden bobblehead contest. We're going to bubble. Hold on. Let's see if we can get the bumbling Biden bobblehead contest. Which was that one? I guess it was 2 days ago, Mark. Why don't you play that one? Let's do it just for the people. Here we go.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio. We're going to join Donald Trump for his daily conference. We'll see what this is about. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a couple of things about Sleeps Over Joe. Of course, you know he's a bumbling Biden sleeping on his Joey futon, but he also has some very, very poor qualities as well. Like, did you know that he calls his Aunt Judy whenever he has a question? Did you know that little boys and girls run their hands up and down his legs? Did you know he likes to sniff the hair of little boys and girls and kiss the bright square on the forehead? And he whispers weird stuff in their ears, too. I can't figure it out, but everybody seems to want him to be president. Of course, he doesn't realize what he's doing, and he forgot his name this morning. Look, all I can tell you is that Sleep's over. He's a friggin' mess, people. I mean, seriously? That's your candidate? You know I'm going to murder him in the square, right? We're going to have a boxing match in the square. I'm going to use his head like a bobblehead Joe. Look, we're going to have a bumbling Biden bobblehead contest, okay? I'm going to see how many times I can pop him in the head before he remembers his name. But I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk, I guess, because I don't have a show anymore. Anyway, we're still winning Big League. Not against the flu hot, but we're winning Big League against President She-Hole, Nancy Pelosi, and, of course, Sleeps Over Joe. So, have a nice nap in your Joey futon, Sleepy. I'll see you soon.
Oh, my goodness. Whew, wow. That was a funny one, guys, right? I mean, seriously, it gets me laughing. Honestly. Let's see, Tempest said he laughed when they said Melania was a strong woman. Oh, yes, she is being paid big money to stay with a not nice man and put on a front. She can't wait to get away. Oh, of course, I could tell. Every time I try to cuddle up against her, she gives me the old 1-2 Magoo, you know. Oh, don't do. And she pushes me away. I'm a billionaire. What are you doing? You can't do that. And, of course, she probably has her boy toys on the side winning Big League. She probably says I'm winning Big League. But I'm out there trying to save the world from all of these conspiracies to take down my republic, the Republic of Trump, winning Big League. That's right. So, Tempest, that's what's going down, really, is Melania does love me. She loves me so much, but then she pretends when she's with me and when she lays down next to me and whenever I'm not in public with her and she throws things at me and tells me that I smell like old Doritos. And look, it's marriage. It's love, baby. Can I do accents too? Yeah, I can do any accent. Literally. I think mostly. I don't know. Challenge me. Let's see. Give it a shot. I don't want to offend anybody, though, but if it's a challenge, right? That's what I think. Free Aunt Judy. That's right. Look, my Aunt Judy, she's almost as good as my Aunt Tifa. I'm not sure if you know about Aunt Tifa, but I got an Aunt Tifa, and she's a great lady. She likes to throw bricks through windows and bomb buildings and then blame it on the right. Her name is Aunt Judy. That's right. And in fact, I learned how to have children rub my legs from Aunt Judy. And when I ever have any questions about diplomacy or about foreign affairs, I call Aunt Judy. Hey, Aunt Judy, look, it's Joe. It's good old sleep sofa. Look, Joe, sorry, just happened to pop my head and And I saw that you basically are a pooper. What happened over there, Joe? Did you take a poop in your pants again? You did a boom, 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 didn't you? You did, Joe. It's okay. Oh, challenge Asian. That is very offensive, though, dude. Can't do challenge. I can't do Asian. You know who I'd like to do, which would be awesome, is from Big Trouble Little China. The guy who plays Lo Pan. Oh, Jack. That guy's awesome. I can't do him, but he's so good. He's a specific character. He's been in every movie that they need a Chinese character actor. He's amazing. I can't think of his name right now. Brilliant, though. Brilliant. He played Lo Pan. I'm Lo Pan. A girl with green eyes. Let's see, he says something like that. Pakistan. Lived in the South for too long. Pakistan that has lived in the South too long. Is that a challenge, Gray Alien? Pakistan. Okay, so this is going to be very offensive. But so you telling me you want like the guy from Dunkin' Donuts, the guy from, you know what I mean, from Bart Simpson, you know, the guy, what's his name, played. You want that type of accent? Where's someone trying to grasp the language up and down? Are we on DLive? Do we have people on DLive, guys? Let me just run over there real quick and just say hi. Let me get over here with my people. Yeah, guys, if you can, at some point, subscribe on DLive, all right? With a southern drawl? What you like to have with a southern drawl, but what kind of accent would you like with a southern drawl? Because I'm not really sure if you're talking about like you like to have a little bit of something like a Kenny Rogers. He's talking about like an Asian. Because, okay. I'm going to do, I'm not sure about that, LOL. The southern drawl is not offensive, so I could do that. Taiwanese, yeah. I'm just wondering if doing an impression would be offensive. Okay, I'm going to do the guy who plays Quickie Mart guy. Is that okay? Japanese? Okay. You want me to do Japanese? Okay, and we'll also do Quickie Mart guy. Al Pacino ordering McDonald's. Oh, hey, look, I'm looking for a Big Mac. Can I get some 12-pack with fries on the side? Yep, that will be $7. Whoa, I'm not done yet. I also wanted to get some Hot Pockets. You have any of those? I'm sorry, sir. We don't sell those here. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking for one of those apple pies. Can you give me an apple pie? Hoo-ah! I'm looking for some apple pie. No, that's not a good one right now. Sometimes it's fleeting, because really what I need to do is give you Scarface as Al Pacino going there. Excuse me. I've been sitting here for 15 minutes, waiting for someone to take my order. Are you kidding me? What, you don't like the color of my skin? But you don't like my accent, mate? Huh? Hey, Manny, hold me back, Manny, okay? I told this lady, I said, oh, look, I want a 6-pack of chicken nuggets. She can't even give me a chicken nugget? What the hell is with this lady? I want the honey mustard. No, I didn't say barbecue. I said honey mustard. You gotta be kidding me, man. Tell Sosa I'm gonna be late. Okay, I gotta deal with this McDonald's situation. It's like a cream puff. Ah. $5. Me love you long time. Anthony, like that? Oh, I can't do that. Me love you long time. Ya halala. See, that's very racist, though. But Anthony challenged me, so now it's not. The other challenge was, I'm going to do this I'm going to read some of the script here. Oh my God, look at the Rocky Balboa and the beast after 3 weeks of going to see it. Oh my God, how long is the wait until the next live show? Oh my God, it could be until breakfast tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. and it's going to be good time. There we go. Nailed it. Ish. What about
What about, see, I like to do the impressions of singers too. Like we did Bob Dylan a few weeks ago. That was hilarious. But we could do like, I was in Jersey. Who's that? Springsteen. That's right, people. That's how he sounds. Wolfie, you out of here, buddy? Thanks so much for coming by, bud. Oh, he's saying night to Sig. Sig, are you out of here? Oh, I think Sig's saying he's leaving. He's heading out of town for a bit. He's not going anywhere right. Sig is with us for the whole show. I'm pretty sure, unless Sig does have a plan to go to a different place, maybe as a date or something today. A hot date for the Sig. I kind of want to play that Into the Mystic tune. Do you guys mind if I try that? That rooster was pretty hot earlier, wasn't it? Someone said Wild Horses earlier. Was that you, conspiracy realist? Good old conspiracy realist mom. I think I gotta try that again because it was pretty good yesterday. I mean, some of it. Make sure we have a room to edit. Because we're doing something with this tune here, guys. All right, check this out. Away. Where did I go? Let's see, guys. It's one I just got the notification that the music is too loud upstairs. So, you know what it is? Difference is summertime. We could put the fan on upstairs, like the white noise, but it's getting cold, so it's off at night. So the loudest thing in this house is me. So let's try to do it without the BeatSeat, which makes me sad, but we'll do it without. Mellow tune. I like it, but it's just way too long. And I can't go crazy right now because now we're like banned because I got 3 kids asleep upstairs and a wife that I don't want to piss off because she lets us do this every night, guys. So we should be saying, okay, Mark, be quiet. Let's just do faith swaps all night. But before we do that, I'm going to play you something. Check this out. This is the only thing I ever took lessons to learn. Never learned how to play the guitar. Everything I play, everything I do, it's in the moment. I feel it. I know the chords, major chords, but everything else I just play. I just have fun and I create. So play from ear, basically. Except this. I took lessons for 6 months just to learn this one song. Nothing else. I'll drop that tomorrow. No, that's actually... So, Anthony, what's kind of cool is I took lessons. I got 6 months of lessons. Let me go to my main page here.
It's Hammerlin J.
I took 6 months of lessons. I think it was my father maybe gave me 6 months of lessons when I was like 19. 18. It was like a birthday gift. And I went in there, and I'd already figured out how to write some music. I'd written like 7 or 8 songs. And I sat down with the dude, and he goes, so what do you want to learn? Do you want to learn chord progressions? Do you want to learn how to theory? Do you want to learn how to write? Do you want to learn, tablature? Do you want to learn how to do scales? I said, I want to learn how to play the Fur Elise. He goes, huh? I said, yeah, I want to learn how to play the Fur Elise. So basically, I spent the 6 months. He wrote that tablature. He goes, it's not made for the guitar. He's like, I got to take a couple notes away that are so low you can't find it on the guitar. He's like, but I'll make you a version, and with all 6 strings. I was like, I want to play with all 6 strings. This is my challenge to him. This is how my mind works, guys. I'm a musician going to sit down with a music teacher for one time only for 6 months. And instead of saying, teach me everything you know, sir, I said, I want to learn how to play the Fur Elise. Write the tablature so I could play it. That was what I wanted for my 6 months. I didn't care about it. Look, I don't want to be influenced by theory. It takes me a little longer to find the things that I play because I don't know anything. Like when I play music with people, it's hilarious. They're like, so a key you in, Mark? I'm like, I don't know. The key of the song that's never been heard in the history of time. How about that one? Like, what? I think there's a B in there. I think I saw there's like a B, there's a G, and there's like a little bit like there's a C, and I play like a note in there. I don't know what that is, guys. You know what I mean? Like if you see, that's where it is. That's real for me. I never spent the time to focus in on the detail with music because I don't want to be influenced into something to tell me that this works and this doesn't. I let my heart tell me what sounds right. And when I come out and I play something, it's raw, it's real. I may miss a note. I may hit something that's a little off because I don't freaking know what I'm doing with that thing, guys. I'm just ripping on it. In the moment, I'm hearing stuff in my head 7 to 8 seconds in advance. It's the best way I could explain this. So I'm playing guitar. Let me give you a good example. We're playing a lead. I dropped something into my loop station. Let me just show you. We're going to do a little tutorial. I'm going to show you what I do here with the BeatSeat. I don't want to get my wife upset, but let me try something. So we're going to do something very mellow. Just listen to this. So that's already leading me thinking ahead. Whatever, it's the vibe is there. I'm hearing rhythm. This is what I always say to people. Because I don't know theory, I'm hearing beats. It's crazy. I'm like hearing beats in my head, and I'm filling those beats with beautiful notes that I'm also hearing. And I just try to find them. That's the best way I can explain what I do, because I don't know anything about the guitar. So it's just like hearing beautiful things attached to beats, and together they make something. And I hear something that needs to be formed, and then words come from there, from a different source. And it's very wild to be kicking something, kicking the beat seat, playing the guitar, singing, thinking, connecting to the universe, and coming up with real lyrics in the moment. And then same thing if you're playing a lead in something like... That's where we get ideas. Oh, for Italian music. Okay. Let's see what we do for Italian music. Was it for Italian music or was it for an Italian accent?
in Italy. The vino is flowing in Italy, and the people are loving in Italy. Giuseppe goes down to the store. That's an Italian sounding scene, right? It's like what do they call that? It's almost got a Russian vibe to it, though, in a way. Guys, this is what we do here, though. We could kind of create stuff in real time, so... at the end of the rainbow, there's a futon. Look, Reiki lady knows. She spoke to someone, and they said that there's a futon at the end of the rainbow. The Rainbow Connection, yes, winning big league, that's right. Tarantella, that's it! You nailed it. So I got to tell you a funny story. There is a music movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's with Tim Roth, and it's called The Legend of 1900. Has anybody out there ever seen that movie? It's probably the greatest piano duel I've ever seen in my life. Jelly Roll Morton against a guy who doesn't exist. His name's 1900. Pretend character. But the music that's played, and it's probably two piano players, but it's insane. And it's one of my favorite scenes. It's a duel, but in the movie he plays a tarantella, and that's what it sounded like. That's what I was trying to pull from. And here's the thing. Watch this. I don't have the right thing. The more you get going in there. Come on, buddy. The more you put into the mix, the better this would sound. I didn't do any of this, but... jam for you. All right. So, we're officially at 1:20 in the morning, which means everybody in the house is asleep. Let me go back to the main screen. There we go. Yep, that's true. Glennis says we're here for many reasons. Elmo. Ooh.
Hi, baby.
Oh, like Sig's pimping me out for songs, $10 a song. You're hilarious. Oh my goodness. I'm just here to have fun with you guys. I love you guys. This is a lot of fun for me. I'm going to play you some face swaps and see if I can fill my coffee cup up and come back out and play some more face swaps. And just now we're going to relax into it and do some of this stuff. So just sit back and relax. We're going to pick up where we finished off, which is essentially episode 8. How long is 8? It's only 4 minutes and 48 seconds. I may have an issue and Max may wind up being a real pain in the neck. And then I have to like go and walk him. So I'm almost thinking, Anthony, thank you, buddy. I'm thinking about playing episode 11 for you guys. No, I'm sorry, 10, which is the Don Lemon episode. It's a 10-minute episode, which is fire though. Let's see what time is it. It's 1:21. He's gonna make me walk him. Let's do this. I'm gonna play the Don Lemon episode, and then we can go back to 8. Okay, here we go. This is called How Sour Is That Don Lemon? It's really sour. Check it out. Winning big league. Come on, go on already.
Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. Donald Trump is back with episode 10. How sour is that Don Lemon?
Thank you for joining me on episode 10 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. Today, we're going to continue our journey, destroying fake news. Today, we're going to look at CNN. Don Lemon. That's right, we call him Con Lemonhead here, but I have an old clip that came across my desk I wanted to share with you guys. Give me your perspectives, okay? Take a look at this.
It got some, many on the political right, wondering why the so-called liberal media wasn't talking about other problems in the black community.
That's interesting, Lemon. Why? Why would you say? This is 2013, by the way.
The outrage that I have is in the lack of really the national attention to what is an epidemic of crime in the black community, committed largely by blacks.
These are the same stats we're talking about now, and everyone calls us racist for bringing up.
Why aren't we talking about it? Good question. Actually, that's not a good question. We've talked about it many times on this show.
You have?
And on CNN.
You see, he could tell he was lying because he took a longer breath.
So that's the reason I didn't want to discuss at length crime in the African-American community or how to fix other ills that seem to be plaguing the community in general. But now that the jury has reached its verdict, one that everyone must accept, it's time now for some tough love on the subject.
Some tough love from the lemon? Sounds good to me.
Someone on another network got the chance to go first because I couldn't go during the week. I'm only here on the weekend, so listen to this.
The reason there is so much violence and chaos is the disintegration of the African-American family.
He's got a point.
He does?
In fact, he's got more than a point.
Wow. Don Lemon agrees with Bill O'Reilly. Who knew that was coming?
Drugs, hustling, gangs. Nobody forces them to do that. Again, it is a personal decision.
He is right about that, too. But in my estimation, he doesn't go far enough.
Oh, Don Lemon's a mathematician now. Yes, I'd like to hear your estimation.
Black people, if you really want to fix the problem, here's just 5 things that you should think about doing.
Here we go. Con Lemonhead, 2013, 5 ways to fix the black community. Let's hear it.
Here's number 5. Pull up your pants.
Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Number 4 now is the N-word.
Oh, my. Here we go.
I understand poetic license, but consider this. I hosted a special on the N-word, suggesting that black people stop using it, and that entertainers stop deluding yourselves or themselves and others that you're somehow taking the word back.
I am curious what people think of that comment.
A lot of African Americans took offense to that too.
Oh, he answered it.
Now number 3, respect where you live.
Is this a special message to the people in Chippy, Chaz? What are they calling themselves this week? I think it's a message to Chap.
Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities.
Imagine if they played this over the loudspeakers in Chap.
I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering.
Here comes a cheap shot at his community.
I live in Harlem now. It's an historically black neighborhood. Every single day I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away.
Wow, stereotype much?
Just being honest here.
Interesting. When did you decide to get rid of the honesty policy, Leman?
Number 2, finish school. You want to break the cycle of poverty? Stop telling kids they're acting white because they go to school or they speak proper English.
What Don Lemon is saying right now would be considered racist in 2020.
A high school dropout makes on average $19,000 a year.
Wait, a year?
A high school graduate makes $28,000 a year.
Just graduating, you make 33% more per year.
A college graduate makes $51,000 a year.
That stat is less impressive to me. It costs like $50,000 a year for college. A college graduate makes $51,000?
Over the course of a career, a college grad will make nearly $1 million more than a high school graduate. That's a lot of money.
Yes, $1 million is a lot of money. It's a lot of money to the people of the United States of America. Not so much for Trump. I've got billions, okay?
And number 1, and probably the most important, just because you can have a baby, it doesn't mean you should.
Words you will never hear Don Lemonhead speak again.
Especially without planning for one or getting married first. More than 72% of children in the African American community are born out of wedlock. That means absent fathers.
Look, can't you see, this is the point. Nothing ever changes. It's always the same. It was 72% in 2013 when Obama was the president.
And the studies show that lack of a male role model is an express train right to prison. And the cycle continues.
Yesterday you saw that Sleep Sofa Joe was the one that put them in prison. And Don Lemon remarked how it's a problem in 2013 when Obama was in office. So what's the problem when Trump wants to fix it? Anybody? Bueller?
Pay attention to and think about what has been presented in recent history as acceptable behavior.
Is rioting in the streets acceptable behavior? It's a good question, Don Lemonhead. What do you think we should do, Don?
Pay close attention to the hip-hop and rap culture that many of you embrace.
I embrace the Sugar Hill Gang. To the hip-hop, to hibbity-hibbity-hibbity hip-hop, to top-it, don't stop. The boogie-boogie bang-bang, sugary-bug-bug.
A culture that glorifies everything I just mentioned, thug and reprehensible behavior. A culture that is making a lot of people rich, just not you.
The time CNN spoke the truth. Wow, it's almost surreal, right? It's surreal to see CNN speaking truth. I kind of like it. How do we get them to speak the truth always? So what happened to Don Lemon in 2020?
This is the thing, Don. You know, black people need to hold other black people accountable.
Okay, before we get started, that's what Don Lemonhead was doing in the 2013 clip we started with. Okay, watch.
I said this the same thing. This is the Black America's version of the Me Too movement. If anything is going to change, we ourselves need to look at our own communities and look at each other and say, this thing cannot go down.
I'm sorry, isn't that exactly what Don said?
And then this is what I'm saying. It's about who is controlling the narrative. It's got to be all Black Lives Matter.
That sounds right. What does Don have to say?
Here's what I have to say.
All right, Spin Doctor. Let's see what you got here.
The Black Lives Matter movement was started because it was talking about police brutality. If you want an all Black Lives Matter movement that talks about gun violence in communities, including, black communities, then start that movement with that name. But that's not what Black Lives Matter is about.
I'm soured by the hypocrisy. It's like eating a lemon. Oh.
So if you're talking about, if someone started a movement that said, cancer matters, and then someone comes in and said, why aren't you talking about HIV? It's not the same thing. We're talking about cancer.
I think Lemonhead doesn't grasp the concept of apples and oranges. If it's 100 people and you're there for all cancer matters, then it would be somebody who stands up and said, I have prostate cancer. And they would say, sit down, buddy. We just said all cancer matters.
So the Black Lives Matter movement is about police brutality and injustice in that manner, not about what's happening in black neighborhoods. There are people who are working on that issue, and if you want to start that issue, why don't you start it?
We have a hypocrite warning.
It is about police brutality. That should never be accepted. Yeah. I am not saying that that's not it, but there's more there. Okay. And when I look at, if they have more on their agenda, we need to ask them about what else is on that agenda.
Right. Don't you just love how uncomfortable Terry Crews made Don Lemonhead? It was hilarious. You could see he got very uncomfortable when he realized he couldn't control Terry Crews. I wonder, could we get Terry Crews on the Trump team? We should look into it. Look, I will see you tomorrow on the next Trump show. Have a good night.
Don't go anywhere, my friends. I'm sorry about that. We lost somebody. I'm sorry about that. Who left? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I had to walk Max Scott. And you know how he could be? He's a little puppy dog, so sometimes he wants to poop his pants on the yard. Yeah, you're funny, Anthony. GP, I love it. I'm glad GP's kicking it with us still, guys. GP, you rock. Sig went to DLive. Oh, that's why we lost someone. Okay. I did pop over to DLive. I was about to send a message to everybody. And then I saw the screen came up. I was like, oh my goodness, I am still outside with Max. I got to get back in. That's crazy. Anyway, let's do this. I'm going to play you episode 8 because we didn't get to it before. This is another great... These are all funny. Check this out.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio. We go to Donald Trump with episode 8 of the Donald Trump Show, Biden Time. Thank you very much for joining me for episode 8 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right, we're cooking along here. Today we're here to talk about Joe Sleep Sofa, bumbling Biden. We've been kind of going through his exploits over the years. What has he done? Has he done anything at all? You know, one of the problems we have today is overpopulated prisons. That's right.
And it all started with Joe Biden. I'm going to show you how we are where we are right now. Let's roll the tape.
It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth.
Look, he's talking about inner cities, black communities, minorities, and they all vote for him still. I don't get it. He doesn't want you to advance. He wants you to stay down, so you need the sleep sofa. You don't need a nap on the sleep sofa.
It doesn't matter or not whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society.
I'm starting to see a little of the bumbling Biden taking place. This is all the way back in like the 90s.
It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society.
Wait, bumbling sleep sofa. I thought that being the victim was your platform. Now all of a sudden it doesn't matter if they're the victims of society.
The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe.
Ouch.
Shoot my sister.
Look out.
Beat up my wife.
Let's be honest, Sleep Sofa. That one's you when you open up the bottle of Irish whiskey. Seems a bit odd that all of Joe's family's being attacked in the streets.
They must be taken off the street.
The whole point of the bill was to keep people down, so they feel like they always need help. They don't teach people how to fish, they give them the fish.
Tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision.
When was this filmed? Yesterday?
Without any structure, without any conscience developing.
Definitely filmed in the last couple of weeks. And he's talking about Antifa, right?
They literally have not been socialized.
Isn't he talking about Antifa?
They literally have not had an opportunity.
So let me get this straight. Instead of providing opportunities, you just decided to lock everybody up.
We should focus on them now.
Classic. Really? Sleep Sofa Joe is talking about fixing the problems, never fixed the problems. He had 8 years in office, and it's been almost 30 years, and they've done nothing since then.
If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now.
Predators? Is that like a follow-up to the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
And Madam President, we have predators on our streets.
I wonder if that's where Chris Hansen got his start.
Again, it does not mean because we created them that we somehow forgive them or do not take them out of society to protect my family and yours from them.
It sounds like only Biden's life matters.
And it's a sad commentary on society. We have no choice but to take them out of society.
Can't you see? Every 2 years he panders for a vote, and he's the guy who put them all in jail.
But they are in jail, away from my mother.
Sleep Sofa, do I detect an Oedipal complex?
Your husband, our families.
Divide and conquer. It's the Democrat way. Sleep Sofa Joe Biden has been telling people one thing for years and doing the opposite. Just remember, and tune back in tomorrow on the next Donald Trump show. Have a good night.
Love having you on, Anthony. I'm just throwing a joke out there. I'm going to continue. Look, I was just joking. I said, let's turn the 13 into a 31, and it's now 16. Let's keep it going. Let's spread some love because I'm going to keep playing these Donald Trump show episodes. This is by far one of the silliest episodes because what you're about to see at the very beginning makes me cry every time I see it. Just wait for it, guys. It's not very... There we go, guys. 17. You're going to laugh your face off when you see what I did to Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Shickety Schumer in the first scene. It's just like a little add-on that I made. I couldn't find the t-shirts, so what I did was I kind of wrote something out there. You'll see. Take a look. Here we go. Winning Big League, Donald J. Trump, 2020, MAGA.
MAGA. We're going to have a look at that 19, people. We're doing it. Look, here we go. This is probably the best lead episode of the Donald Trump Show. It's called The Great Wall of Trump. The Great Wall... The Great Wall of Trump, people. Are you ready? I'm ready. I was born ready. My grandfather told me that Donald would be the king of the world. Anyway, that's another story. Winning Big League, Episode 9, The Great Wall of Trumper.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with Episode 9 of the Donald Trump Show, The Great Wall of Trump.
Thank you very much for joining me. Episode 9 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to get into it today. I've got a lot to share with you. Border wall. Everybody's always saying, Trump, when are you going to build the border wall? We're building the wall. But they gave me such a hard time. Such a hard time.
The President of the United States, having failed to get Mexico to pay for his ineffective, unnecessary border wall.
We'll get back to Schumer and Pelosi after some other clips. I think you guys may like these others, and we'll put it all into perspective. It's Trump Show. I'm just going to show you how other presidents felt about immigration.
The bill before us will certainly do some good.
Well, let's start with that. He says he wants to do some good. Let's see what's next.
It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences and better security along our borders.
Holy cow. Obama wanted to put up a fence. Nobody cares. I want to build a wall stronger. They have a problem with that. We're talking Three Little Pigs, people. He wants to use a fence. I'm talking about a wall that the big bad wolf can't blow down.
The fence is now basically complete.
Wow, Barack, you got 5 years out of that fence. Good job. We had to start building an actual wall because what you did was crap.
Maybe they'll need a moat.
Or maybe they'll need a wall.
Maybe they want alligators in the moat.
Now that one I have to give Barack. That was hilarious. Still, I'll take the wall.
Every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country.
Bill Clinton says illegal aliens and everybody applauds and they get behind him. But Trump does, and they call him a xenophobe and a racist.
The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers.
You see, they're always with you when they need the vote. But as soon as they get in office, they turn on you. Get used to it, people. It's the way it's always been with the Democrats.
That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more.
Can you believe that?
By deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before.
Maybe I should hire Bill to say his words / my words on the campaign trail.
I voted for a fence. I voted unlike most Democrats, some of you won't like it. I voted for 700-mile fence.
Wait, Sleep Sofa Joe voted for a fence too?
Let me tell you something, folks. People are driving across that border with tons, hear me, tons of everything from byproducts from methamphetamine to cocaine to heroin.
And listening to Sleep Sofa talk about the same issues I have with illegal aliens is just kind of laughable.
It's all coming up through corrupt Mexico.
Joe Biden mentions the drugs. He mentions the illegal aliens coming across the border. And he wants 700 miles of fence. No problem. He's not a xenophobe. He's not a racist. You call Trump whatever you want. That's the problem. You guys just make up your fake news. What do we have next? Anything left?
Former presidents have said to him that they wish that they had built a wall. Do you recall President Obama ever saying that?
Come on. Bumbling Biden. At it again. Look, guys, you could tell it's a double talk situation with Biden. Everybody before me wanted a wall. Remember when Schumer said ineffective wall?
Construction of a 630-mile border fence create a significant barrier to illegal immigration on our southern land border.
So let me get this straight. In 2009, a fence is significant, but in 2020, a wall is ineffective? Really? Everybody before me wanted a wall. Trump gets it done.
Trump gets it done. Winning big league, really. Look, I'm going to play you guys at least one more here, okay? This is probably one of the funniest bits, and 13 are on right now, which is my lucky number. And like I said, I'd love to turn that to a 31, and this episode would turn this to a 31. It's that funny. Check this out, D's. Right, Reiki? Colleen knows what's up.
This is episode 11 of the Donald Trump Show.
And the bottom line, guys, this is called President G-hole. Look, he's a G-hole. He should have not been such a G-hole and dropped the Fluhan on us. He dropped the Fluhan. Now we have the Fluhan everywhere we go. They're calling me a racist for calling it what it is. It's from Fluhan. I can't help it that it came from Wuhan, and it's the Fluhan. Look, that's what we have. So here we go, episode 11. Share this one, people.
Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio. Donald J. Trump joins us to talk about President G.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me on the next episode of the Donald Trump Show. I believe this is episode 11. Unbelievable. I think this episode has to be about President G-hole. Look, I got a problem with the G-hole. He's out there delivering Fluhan all over the world. Everybody's blaming Trump. But the only person to blame is President G-hole. But no matter what I say, they don't believe me. It's a weird world we're living in right now. It's either Trump or not Trump. Nobody's talking about the issues. What does Trump think about abortion? What does Biden think about? Well, let's be honest, Biden doesn't think about anything. But if he was to think about something, what would it be? Maybe, did I put underwear on this morning? Did I change my pants? Did I poop my pants? I don't know. These are maybe questions that Sleep Sofa Joe asks himself. But look, let's see if we have any clips for today. Do we have anything? Here we go.
世界卫生组织总干事先生
You guys couldn't get the subtitled version? I mean, what the hell? Where's my translator? God almighty. All right, I guess I'm going to have to respond and pretend I know what the hell he's talking about. Let's get back to it.
各位代表
Good day to you too, Giol.
首先
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption was a good movie, but what does that have to do with anything?
我认为
No, that's close. It's Dufresne, Andy Dufresne. I think he's trying to say the character's name from Shawshank.
在人类抗击新冠肺炎疫情的关键时刻
I'm not really sure who Kwame Shakur is. It may be Tupac's son.
突发事件
Oh, it is. Well, I have one question for you, G-hole. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell the world what was going on? We could have done something about it. You know we call you a G-hole, right?
举行这次示威大会
Look, you brought it upon yourself. I can't control your actions, G. We only come up with nicknames for people based on their actions, and you've been a G-hole. I'm sorry.
具有
You should be, Gio.
十分重要的意义
All right, look, I can't do this anymore. I can't understand him.
人类正在经历第二次世界大战结束以来
I'm not sure I appreciate your tone.
全球
What did you say to me?
新冠肺炎疫情突如其来
Okay, look, I need a translator. I can't freaking do this without a translator. I just can't. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He keeps saying things. It sounds like he's insulting the drummer.
最严重的
See? That's exactly what he's doing. He just said it. Ziyunda.
公共卫生
He said invasion. They invaded us with coronavirus.
现在已经脱机。
I'll tell you what, G-Hole, if you ever speak to me like that again, I'm gonna trump you right in the face. Anyway, look, that's about enough for today's episode of the Donald Trump Show. Remember that President G is now President G-Hole. Sleep Sofa Joe is probably taking a nap right now. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump Show. Have a good night.
Now that is just a crazy, awesome episode, is it not? Is it not? President G-Hole. Look, he's a G-Hole. Check this out, guys. I'm going to pop this up. We're going to watch this. Glennis just sent this over. Sig, thank you. Sig keeps, you're a good guy, Sig. Let's see. I'm going to pop this up. Let's see what happens. Let's get a laugh together. Guys, we're going to laugh. That's wages. Oh my goodness, guys, check it out. Hold on. No, are you serious? He's really doing it? Dropping a douche? He's dropping a douche. Look, I'm tying my shoes right now. Look, I gotta check and see if I... Primer! Hold on a second. I'm just gonna check and see if there's something coming out over there. Whoa, what's going on? What's he got on his arm? What's on his legs? Does he have like a bag? He's got a bag so he can clean up afterwards. What is he doing? Is he wiping himself down afterwards? Hold on a second over there, people. Give me a second. I'm going to interact with this guy.
Hey, everybody, I just took a shit on Nancy Pelosi's driveway. Why? Fuck that bitch. Look it up. It's on YouTube. I just shit on Nancy Pelosi's driveway. America. Hell yeah. Fuck Pelosi. I just shit on her lawn. Look me up. TheseNuts.com.
12 seconds later.
Stop scamming. I'm just asking, what have I done?
Okay, I'm investigating right now a crime, so put your phone down, take off your backpack, don't reach for nothing. I'm not. Put your hands behind your back.
Goodness. Oh, goodness.
For defecating on a public official's property.
Are we going to get in trouble? Oh, my goodness. Guys. Are we going to get in trouble for playing that? I didn't swear. Guys, I have a thing on the show where I don't swear. Okay? I am here to keep it clean for you guys. But if something comes in... We gotta watch it again. Oh my god. Well, guys, we gotta watch it again. Hold on, here we go. Look at this. Let me interact with it so we can see it better. Hold on. I don't really want to see him, but I just think he looks like he's tying his shoes away. I'm like, hey, Mac, what are you doing over there? Look, I just want to tie my shoes. I'm trying to fix it. Look, it's one swirl over the top, second swirl, and swirl the under over the, and then you twist the top and. Ew. This is the best part, guys. Hold on. I'm laughing. Look at him. Oh my goodness, he has the bag. What's he doing? Oh, he keep.
Hey, everybody! I just took a shit on Nancy Pelosi's driveway. Why? Fuck that bitch. Look it up. It's on YouTube. I just shit on Nancy Pelosi's driveway. America! Hell yeah! Fuck Pelosi! I just shit on her lawn. Look me up. TheseNuts.com.
12 seconds later.
Stop scamming. I'm just asking, what have I done?
Okay, I'm investigating right now a crime, so put your phone down, take off your backpack.
Guys! Look me up, TheseNuts.com. Oh my goodness, this guy's... That's the guy you should be paying his bail. That guy, to get his bail paid. Get him. Are you kidding me? That guy rocks. I want to subscribe to his TikTok. I want to subscribe to his YouTube channel. I want to hang out with that dude. Guess why? Because FFB. Oh my goodness, that guy's hilarious. Should we watch it one more time? Oh my goodness. Did he wipe? You're right, Anthony. It looked like he was sort of wiping. Oh my goodness. Guys, this is hilarious. You know what? It's funny. I want you guys, if you have any good memes you see, like if you know, good stuff comes along, send it to me. Because my new thing is to take stuff like, let me see, I had a couple of these. Let me show you one of them, just so you have an idea. Like this. Where'd you go? I thought I had something here. Maybe I don't. Huh. I thought I had something here. Now I can't find it. Anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ooh, guys, I'm just looking at the donuts I made last time. These right here. Check these out. I gotta make them tonight. Tomorrow. Oops. Look at that. Oh. What? Just so you have an idea what's going on over here. Those are strawberry frosted donuts with real strawberries in the frosting. And those donuts, you see those little donut holes there? Yeah, I made those. I have a donut machine I make now. I make donuts, guys. It's crazy. Oh my goodness, serious. Anthony, you're right. Right here, my cheeks are killing me right now. That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I hope that guy got out of jail. Who just joined? We got to watch that again. Holy cow. Guys, that is what life is about. Laughter, music, feeling something, living in this moment and forgetting everything else because it's all BS. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow, we don't know. We don't even know if we get tomorrow. We hope we sleep and we wake up. We get to spend another day on this beautiful planet. But we don't know. So, drive with all your heart through every day. Do 3 to 6 hours every day, Mark. We're at 3 hours and 7 minutes. My cheeks are literally are killing me right here. Oh, who just came on? Someone just came on. You missed what we just went through. That was the craziest thing in the world. If you say hello, I will play it for you again so your cheeks can hurt as well. It is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. I was going to say like in the last month, like ever. Okay, somebody else just joined. Guys, if you're just joining here right now, say hello because we just watched something that made us... You may pee your pants a little. Like Melania she peed her pants. She just went to the cold toilet to check. And she did a little pooper at the same time. So she's doing a cleanup on the bidet. It's a gold toilet bidet system. And it was made by Federica Begali in Italy. And it was especially shipped to my Trump hotel. And I actually have one in my office as well from Begali. Oh my goodness, that was so ridiculous. My cheeks hurt. Oh, I love it. We're seeing more people here. I'm playing this again. Guys, holy cow. No, that wasn't it. Hold on a second. Are you serious? Those are some sick donuts that I made, though. Just let you know. But check this out. It's going to make you cry. It made me cry. Like, literally. Guys. I don't even know if I can watch this again. Check out this dude. He's got like a freaking knapsack on. Look at that. He's got like a... Eesh. Is he wearing one of those like No, it's a bag. That blue thing's a bag. Ew, look at that. You're right. It's right in the middle of the... Oh, you see it? Watch this.
Hey, everybody, I just took a shit on Nancy Pelosi's driveway. Why? Fuck that bitch. Look it up. It's on YouTube. I just shit on Nancy Pelosi's driveway. America! Hell yeah! Fuck Pelosi! I just shit on her lawn! Look me up! TheseNuts.com!
12 seconds later.
I'm just asking, what have I done?
Okay, I'm investigating right now.
I'm investigating you for a crime right now.
Take off your backpack.
Oh, look, we're letting Antifa. We're letting Antifa go on the street right now, but we're gonna stop you. All right?
You know what I'm being suspected of committing?
Well, you dropped a douchey onto a police front lawn.
What? Wait a second. Hold on a second. You could make a case here, sir. Gentlemen.
How do you turn this off?
I'd appreciate if you wouldn't turn it off, please, for my personal protection and my reflection. Don't.
Wow, I'll tell you what, he could make the case that he was taking a poop in the toilet. Look, what do you mean? I took a poop in the toilet. No, you did not. You took a poop on Nancy Pelosi's front on her driveway. I know, I told you. I pooped in the toilet. Pelosi is the toilet in America. Pelosi is the New Jersey. They used to say New Jersey was the armpit of America, but I think the armpit of America is Nancy Pelosi. You know she's going to kill more people than coronavirus, right? Pansy, could you believe that Nancy Pelosi had somebody take a poop-a-doop right on her front driveway?
I can, Mr. President. She's quite a horrible human being.
I know, Patsy, I know. I don't even understand how she could be third in line. I mean, I kind of want somebody to come along and kick her little bobblehead off, you know? Because she weighs like 33 pounds and when she's holding quarters in each pocket. But hey, this is just a Trumper impression of the stupid lady who looks like and sounds like she's drunk all the time. She must be hanging out with Hammerlin Jameson. She could be. Glennis, she could be hanging out with Hammerlin.
Guys, that hurt. That hurt. That was hilarious. All right, so I'm going to move us to episode 12. This is called How Far Left Can Sleep Sofa Joe Go? Check it out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with episode 12 of the Donald Trump Show. Joe Biden's America. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you, and welcome to episode 12 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight we're talking about sleep sofa bumbling Biden. This episode's called How Far